biggest vote tonight, Jim?
Oh, the local process, they start basically 9:30, we get to 2:30, they have the vote by 3, and the whole thing is wrapping up incredibly fast. There's also some action in terms of laws at the same time. The action in the afternoon in the Commons is all going to be about the debate on the Tier 4 restrictions, which of course is retrospective. They have already been in place for 7 weeks. And at the same time, things are moving on very fast. We might hear further restrictions of these Tier 4 being extended to other places at the same time. And then, of course, you've got the AstraZeneca news, which only broke half an hour ago. So, as you said earlier, a very, very busy day.
Plenty to talk about. Nice speaking with you, Jim Pickard, is chief political correspondent at the Financial Times. Just coming up to 7:30, Matt Hancock just after 10 to the hour of this morning. I hope he's not running late. There are plenty of questions to get stuck into. 84850, if you've got one for him. I've got plenty. Forgive me if I don't get to that. But Mr. Hancock at 7:50, the Health Secretary. The news now, Roy Harris.
The Department of Health has confirmed the COVID-19 vaccine from Oxford University and AstraZeneca has been approved for use. The UK has 100 million doses on order. The rollout of the jab will begin on Monday. A major incident's been declared in Essex as hospitals struggle to cope with the mounting number of coronavirus patients. Local authorities are worried about staff sickness and the number of critical care beds available. Millions more people in England are expected to be moved into the highest level of restrictions, Tier 4, when the system's reviewed later. More than 50,000 positive cases were recorded yesterday, and the number of patients being treated in hospital rose to almost 22,000. The weather, wintry showers affecting northern Scotland, Northern Ireland and the northwest of England, with some longer spells of sleet and snow later. Brighter elsewhere before rain, sleet and snow affects southern England, a high of 5 Celsius.
This is LBC.
There's a bit of a trick to the flush.
Why is this not working?
Do you need a hand?
Bathroom causing you a little house embarrassment? Let Wix create your dream bathroom from design to installation. And now there's 25% off showering and furniture from the showroom bathroom range. Cure your house embarrassment with Wix. For terms, exclusions and qualifying minimum spend, visit wix.co.uk. The Central London Congestion Charge and the Ultra-Low Emission Zone are now back in operation. NHS Trust and care home workers may be able to claim congestion charge reimbursements for work journeys. Some NHS patients may be able to claim congestion charge and ultra-low emission zone reimbursements from their participating treating hospital. For information on the hours of operation and eligibility criteria, search TfL driving. To the Mayor of London and TfL, every journey matters.
Hi there, small business owner. Your tiny hard-nosed QuickBooks team here. We know you've got better stuff to do than looking after your tax, invoicing, payroll, mileage tracking, and everything else. So let us take care of it. That's right. We're an entire business department taking care of the finance stuff. 27 hours a day, 8 days a week. So you can lose the stress and focus on being the best at what you do.
We got your back, boss!
Sign up now at quickbooks.co.uk. We're facing the biggest health challenge of our generation, and we've shown that together we're stronger than ever. But to keep making a difference, we need to support each other. If you're a man and you've had coronavirus recently, then you might just have the antibodies to help save lives in your blood plasma. That's why we need men to donate. Giving blood plasma is safe and easy. Be the difference. Search Donate Plasma or call 0300 123 2323 today.
At Ring, we've reinvented the doorbell. So no matter where you are, you can watch over your home and the things you care about. Ring Video Doorbell streams HD video and two-way talk straight to your phone, so you can speak to whoever's at your door from anywhere. Delivery.
Oh, great. Can you lead around the back, please?
Sure, no problem. See, hear and speak to whoever's at your door from wherever you are with a Ring Video Doorbell. For great festive savings on selected devices, go to ring.com and major retailers today. This is LBC with Andrew Castle. Call 0345 6060 973. Tweet at LBC. Text 84850.
7:33 is the time. Matt Hancock at 7:50, so about 20-25 minutes away from Matt Hancock. 84850. If you've got a question for him, I've got plenty here. So much to be announced today. You've got the EU-UK trade deal. You've got the fact that the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine
right now. Again, this doesn't chime very well with households who, like most households, are actually, finding they don't have the kind of money that they would actually like at the moment. But the stock market's not like that at all. The stock market always looks ahead, and it's looking forward to a very, very bright 2021 and 2022 come to that.
And I was reading, Michael, about Tesla yesterday.